My boyfriend, 31 male, gets mad when I 30F, ask him to have better hygiene. My boyfriend, 31 male, and I, 30 female, have been together for about 2 years. Last year I moved to live about 5 minutes away from him, so we could get to know each other better before we moved in together, and it has been eye-opening. I found out he only showers and brushes his teeth on days he has work, and he doesn't wash his hands after he pees. I honestly don't want to kiss him if he hasn't brushed his teeth, and I found out his ex-girlfriend also complained about his bad breath. He's trying to make changes, but I don't think he's trying very hard, to be honest. He's gotten better, but I have to ask him most mornings if he has brushed his teeth, and when he pees I always have to ask him to wash his hands with soap. I've been trying to be patient. No one is perfect, but what pisses me off is that he calls me mean when I get on him about not doing it. I'm at a loss. Children don't need to be told do this, but he does, and then he has the audacity to get mad. It culminated into a fight this morning where he called me mean again, and this time I lost it and said, "Okay, you want me to actually be mean? I have to raise you like a child 'cause your parents didn't." He told me we'd talk when I stopped throwing a tantrum like a child. And I responded, "I'll stop throwing tantrums like a child when you have better hygiene than a child." Any advice on how to proceed? Kudos to you for not moving in together right away, because this is a deal breaker. If he can't do the bare minimum, ditch him. If you have to ask a 30-year-old adult if they brush their teeth today, you're wasting your time. Can't have an adult relationship when someone can't even do a basic adult task. Let him be a 2025 problem, not a 2026 problem. Girl, what are you doing? He's stinky and told you he won't change. He didn't change for his ex-girlfriend. What makes you think you'll change him? If he wanted to, he would, and he clearly doesn't, so either put up with the stink or leave. Why do women think there's some magic formula to solving their partner's bad traits they've made clear aren't going anywhere? If he wanted to work on his hygiene, he would've. But he doesn't want to, and unfortunately there's no magic spell to make him. Put up with it or leave. You're 30, you know better. Do you have a boyfriend, or did you adopt a child that was raised by wolves in a cave? How can you have sex with him? If he's not washing his hands, my condolences to your vagina. The bar is in hell. You have to police his hand washing and tooth brushing like he's a 4 years old. The fact that he's throwing a fit over this and trying to make you the bad guy for wanting him to have basic hygiene is a red flag. Stop arguing over this, and find somebody who is a functioning adult. A fair partner messaged me, F26, then deleted their profile. M32. My husband, 32 male, and I, 26 female, have had marriage issues in the past. We've been married 6 years. He was unfaithful in the past, but we worked through it via counseling and time, and are doing pretty good at the moment. Late last night I got this message on Facebook, below. After trying to click on the name, I noticed whoever sent the message deleted their Facebook profile totally, and it just comes up as Facebook user. Now I'm left with this message and absolutely no proof to go off of. What would you do in my situation? There's no way for me to find out who wrote this message. Possibly a fair partner from previous affair, trying to stir the pot? Facebook message was, "Excuse me, but you don't know me. I just want to let you know me and your so-called husband fucked a few months ago when he was in Chicago. We met on Facebook dating. I just found out he is married. I am not sure why you are married to this loser. He told me he was single. Word of advice, he will always continue to cheat on you. Go get yourself checked for real, okay hand." I also wanted to add that at the beginning of December, I was checked for all STDs and had none. Was your husband in Chicago? He was unfaithful in the past. Enough said right here. The message is probably genuine, but the other person doesn't want to get involved more than that message. If he was indeed in Chicago a few months ago, the most probable truth is that he did indeed cheat again, not some out there vendetta conspiracy against him. Have you checked your husband's profile to see if he's using Facebook dating? Was he in Chicago? There are many missing factors in this. 26 years old, and you could be out having fun and being treated really well. You've learned to accept a cheater and even question reality. You have got to go to a therapist after you divorce him. He is not in love with you, he does not love you. And he's putting your health at risk, physical as well as mental. Get a divorce ASAP. Then see a therapist so you don't make the same mistake again and figure out why you would tolerate that kind of behavior. Good luck. You are so young and you have a whole entire life ahead of you. Figured this out, now get away from this type of behavior by learning to know the warning signs early in a relationship. and you'll be ready for a man who will love you and cherish you. Best wishes, but you have got to divorce him, please. Get yourself checked. Makes me wonder if Hubs gave away a free STD to this person. He has cheated on you in the past. So, that's looking pretty grim. And you know what they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't think you need to sugarcoat or approach delicately here. Seems you're more than fair to put him on the spot. Show me your phone, let me go through stuff. You cheated on me in the past. I got this anonymous message. Given your history, I think you forfeit your right to privacy, and I deserve to see things for myself. He should still be in the doghouse regarding past cheating. Put him on the spot. Don't give him room or time to clean up his phone. See for yourself, because whatever he says, high risk to be a bunch of BS. My boyfriend, M30, laughed at my 25F marriage deadline. Repost, because my last one was taken down. My boyfriend, M30, laughed at my 25F marriage deadline. We have been together for 3 years. He still gets uncomfortable and fidgety when I bring up commitment. He said it is scary. Sometimes he gets angry at me for bringing it up, and almost always walks away. One of his conditions for marriage was to live together first. I am opposed to this, religious/family expectations, but eventually gave in. Telling my family about our move decision was and still is awkward. But he said that if we were still strong after 2-3 months, he'd be looking at things seriously. 3 months has passed. No changes. I told him a couple times that I would need to know before the end of our lease, but felt like my words weren't being digested. I texted him my timeline explicitly. At this point, he got incredibly upset that I was caging him, even though I made my courtship rules very well laid out at the beginning of our relationship. He said he'd wait past my deadline out of spite. I'd given him 9 Maleo warning, and he still accused me of leaving him. He said if I was going to think that way, I should leave the room and start packing/selling my things off now. I am telling this because I love him and don't want to lose him, but meanwhile feel like I'm losing myself. Everything I do is either wife material or not wife material, as if he's always measuring me up. It's exhausting aiming to be a better version of myself, giving wife benefits, but having no deeper discussions than we did 3 years ago. I know that I'm still young, attractive, and doing well in my career, and I want to get settled down with a family by a comfortable, not time-sensitive age. He says I am being unreasonable. He says he already wants me, but needs to be 99% sure of me before pulling out a ring. I feel silly for being the one chasing. I've been questioning my own value a lot. I'm trying to be perfect because if I show any attitude, it sets us 2 steps back again. Conversations, ultimatums, none of it is working. I don't know what to do. What would you do if you loved someone like this? I can't believe you wrote all that and still want to be with this man. He doesn't want to marry you, and he doesn't care how important marriage is to you. Saying he will wait out your deadline out of spite shows how he really feels about your feelings. You have been clear with your expectations. He would rather lose you than commit. He sounds cruel and selfish. Why do you even want to marry him? Just break up. He's telling you to leave because he isn't following through. Trust him. I am telling this because I love him and don't want to lose him. That's nice. He doesn't feel that way about you. Opinion. You don't love him. You love the dopamine hit you get from successfully pleasing him. He doesn't care about you. You can do so much better. Find someone you love because of how they actively make you feel, not just how you can make yourself feel by meeting their expectations. Yes, we should all enjoy making our partners happy, but that should never be the only or main source of your own happiness. Me F30 and my girlfriend F30 can't figure out a financial agreement when moving in together. Me F30 and my girlfriend F30 are together for 3 years and planning to move into my house. I bought the house on my own before I met her and started a slow but complete renovation on my own. I still pay all things related to my house on my own, but we live in an old trailer she bought before she met me. I don't have to pay anything for living in the trailer. And I don't expect her to pay for the house because it's in my name and I make a lot more than her. I can carry this on my own. We are planning to move in a few months, and now her parents are pushing me to let her pay her part and put her name on my house. But I know she can't pay half. I come from a very nasty divorced family, so I don't want to give up half of the house I worked very hard for. I'm scared if anything happens in our relationship, I'll lose everything I worked for, but I'm also planning to stay with her for the rest of my life. She's the one for me. I did 2 jobs and did the whole renovation alone. I asked how they felt about making a savings account where she can put €600 per month. So instead of paying her part, she can just save money equal to what she would have to pay us. In that case, she has a backup for when something goes wrong, or even better, we can use the money for when we marry, and I can put her name on the house then. Her parents think that idea is absurd and pressure me about putting her name on the house, and let her pay €300 per month for living in our house. I also would not benefit from selling the trailer as it is her savings. All of that does not seem fair to me. Are there other options for us to solve this without losing safety for the future? Why are her parents involving themselves? Absolutely do not put her name on the deed. It's not her parents' house, period. They can't decide what goes on with it. What has your girlfriend said about it? What does she prefer? You are two grown women. Your relationships and living decisions are between the two of you, not her parents. Why are they so overly involved? Why are her parents this involved in the first place? This is a matter between you and your GF, not her parents. She's 30. Her parents can fuck off. If your girlfriend is worried about her future security, she can start saving. In what universe do her parents have any say in this? The only way to solve it if you don't let her move in. End of story.